What's up, guys? How y'all doing? This is the review I know you guys have been waiting for. That we are here, clash in Italy, clash in Italy. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Roman Reigns conquers Jacob Fatu in tribal combat at WWE Clash in Italy. And we just gonna get through it. We just gonna move through it. But one thing I do want to point out about this show is that no minorities won except Romans win. You have 5 matches in tonight's show, and only one minority won, and that was against another minority. That was Roman beating Jacob. So that was the only minority victory was against another minority. Just gotta point that out there. All right, because for in Soul Worker, I said don't count. She don't count, especially the way she get pushed and how she look. Nope, I'm not including her in that minority category. I'm just not. Especially being on the roster for less than a month and then getting the title in less than a month and fighting nothing but the upper ups when you like dang, talk about being skyrocketed. Dang. That was almost as strong as Tiffany's push, but Tiffany, they had her sitting back under Jade just so she could turn on Jade, and then they make a lame excuse where her getting Candice LeRae to make an excuse for Tiffany to turn back on Jade, when in reality it was Tiffany turning on Jade in the first place. But here comes Candice LeRae, and look at today. Candice LeRae ain't even there no more because she was only used as a prop to make it look like she was leaving Tiffany behind. But anyways, undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes defeats Gunther. Um, the match, I guess, was all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's what you expected. To be honest, I guess the Roman match was better than this match. I mean, nobody really wanted to see these two dudes fight in the first place. That's why I'm not really excited about Cody Gunther. And I mean, obviously Cody won. Like I never not one time thought Gunther was gonna win, even if Gunther choked out all those legends. I still knew like no, Cody's winning this. Cody's definitely winning this. They gonna do something bigger with Cody. You know, I know Drew won it on that little crazy stuff, but you see he got it right back though. He got it right back and had it way longer now than Drew had it. Yep. And I think defended it more. But yeah, man, he's easy to find and hard to beat, man. Well, how did the match end? Says each attempt from Rhodes to escape the hold was thwarted by Gunther as the ring general trapped the champion for an excruciating period. Though Rhodes finally got his foot on the bottom rope to break the hold. The American Nightmare struck with the Cody Cutter and the Crossroads to win the match. Gunther appeared to have his foot under the bottom rope during part of the 3 count, but his protestations to the official were to no avail. No protestations. Mm. Well, yeah, to no avail. So you know this feud gonna continue. Why even continue a feud that nobody really wanted to see that came literally out of nowhere? You literally moved Gunther from Raw just to fight Cody, just to lose after he done jobbed out all these legends. What sense does this make? Now he puts his foot up, and now they gonna fight again. Oh, come on, man. Exclusive. Jade Cargill launches a brutal attack on Charlotte Flair. I forgot all about that. Like low key, I missed that part. I guess it didn't really help. Cause right after that, WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defeats Jade Cargill. Now everybody is saying the match is good, not a bad match, or maybe it had its little moments where it wasn't too good. But I mean, overall though, oh my bad, I'm just sitting there looking at something. But overall though, it really it's just nothing to me because you knew Jay was gonna lose. You knew the whole time Jay was gonna lose. So now Jade has lost to Rhea twice in a row. There is no 1-1 like Brock and Oba. Nope. Jade just loses twice in a row, but didn't even really build Jade up that much. Just threw him in some triple tag team mess and threw Charlotte and them in the mix when it should have been Jade and Rhea battling it out with promos and battles. That's how you build Jade up. But instead, oh, you just go fight Alexa Jade. Oh, Rhea, you go fight Me Chin. And then boom, you finally get the match where they get it and Rhea wins clean. Like, oh man. Jade just loses again. Comes back to do nothing. Um Brock Lesnar defeats Obafemi. Now, you know everybody was this to me. This was like the most hype match, just because if Brock would have lost, that would have been something to see. But and then if Brock wins, people would be happy. There are people out here that want to see Brock win, and there are people who want to see Oba win. Me, I'd rather see Oba win, honestly, because I felt like Brock should have just left in the first place. Like that whole fake retirement, like if he should have just stayed around. The fact that he faked that is just, and then comes back and just starts getting over on you, and then you never get a chance to see him, and then you see him, and then he just beats you. I mean, the match I guess was better than the last one, even though the last one was kind of short too, and he took a lot of F5s to take him out, but. I don't know. It just kind of made it seem like he kind of had more going. Like a match like this would make Brock look like, oh, he still got it. Like, yeah, he's older, but he still got it, and he can possibly take out a up and coming star like Obafemi. And now, since this didn't happen, now that Brock done won, now we're going into the trilogy. Oba probably is not gonna win the King of the Ring though. It's because he doesn't need to, because that because he wants Brock, so he ain't gonna fight no Roman or no Cody. So something probably will happen where Oba loses King of the Ring, even though he won the first one, and it's gonna end up back with Brock. Probably Brock gonna stop him or something. And this is probably gonna be messed up because, like I said, it's and you never know. This one they might fool us a little bit too, because you remember the first time around, Oba was getting over on Brock, and then Brock lost. Now Brock's getting over on Oba, and Oba lost. Now I don't know why I kind of got the feeling in this third fight they're gonna have Oba getting over on Brock, but Brock is still gonna win. I think that's the twist. But let's move on. Soul Worker defeats Becky Lynch to win the Intercontinental title. Like, you already fought. So Becky lost, came back, won. Why Jay couldn't do this? Why Jay couldn't come back and win? And in such a short span of time, too. Like, you literally fought her like 2 weeks ago and lost. With what? Fought what's her name too and lost. Fought Liv and lost. Shit, Liv don't even wrestle really or defend her titles really. Then you come back and you win. You win. Now we gotta watch her do. I mean, soon. Again, I don't like jumping the gun, but this girl already came out and said she want to be a fighting champion. So you already know out the gate that means no storylines, nothing gonna be really done, and she's just gonna be probably beating a lot of people clean until like Becky comes back or a new person that they want to take the title. It's pretty much right. It's definitely a possibility Becky can come right back after she beats maybe like a Lyra or something like that. This is, I feel like, too strong of a push. Just like Maxine. Maxine was never over. I mean, never really over like that. She was never a good wrestler. She wasn't even doing much, honestly, before the whole Becky feud. The next thing you know, she's in this long, super long feud with Becky, and then she wins the title. It just makes no sense. Raw is the show that don't got no black women on it and barely any female minorities on it to begin with. It's like he packed all the female minorities on SmackDown. World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns defeats Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat. Now, this match was good. This was a good match. This was the best match. It was better than the last one because it had, the street fight, actually, Tribal Combat. It's messed up, though, because this is still kind of repetitive, if you ask me, though. Like, when it comes to them fight, like, we're getting so many rematches, like, damn near every fight on this card was a rematch, right? Damn near every fight on this card was a rematch. And Gunther Cody wasn't a rematch recently, but that's gonna be another rematch in the future. But the match was good. Roman did win clean too, which did make it better. He didn't win because of no Usos or nothing else, which you thought would have happened. It was an actual real battle. Roman stood tall. He's tribal chief, and you know what's gonna happen next after that. Jacob has to acknowledge him on Raw afterwards. You already know. So the bloodline is finna become more stronger, but in my honest opinion, I think they're just gonna do the same thing with Jake. Because again, this new, I like the fact that the bloodline is back, but this new bloodline is clearly not being booked as well under Mr. H, Triple H as it was under Vince. Because when Jay and Jimmy and Solo first came and they was with him, they were doing things. It's like now everybody's joining with Roman, but they're falling behind Roman. It's like once you get with Roman, you fall into a shadow, just like the Usos. Wasn't Jay and Jimmy doing way more before Roman came around? Especially Jay, he was doing at least something, had something going on. Soon as Roman, he got Roman, he just does nothing and gets beat up and does nothing. Same thing with Jimmy. Jacob probably gonna do the same thing. He's just gonna fade into the shadows and ain't gonna do nothing. And it's gonna be all about Roman. I don't think they're gonna do really much with them. But please hit that like, comment. Let me know what you think. I mean, I guess the show. I don't even want to rate it a 5, but I guess I can give it more like a 4. Or let me think. Nah, more like a 3. Yeah, more like a 3, really. And again, only one minority winner for the night. You got Sol Ruka winning, Brock Lesnar winning, not Charlotte, Rhea Ripley winning, Cody Rhodes winning, all in one PLE. And then Roman wins in the end. All right, guys. Peace out. Hit that like button.